FPL, the game that rewards patience and planning where nothing ever goes wrong. I like it! Well, there goes all of my plans yeeted out the window. So I guess some of us need to find some replacements now. Whoa! It's the Gameweek 17 players to watch. This is the series where I have a scout and I have a browse to find the best informed players that you may just want to whap into your FPL team to get all of the FPL points. Where you may be shopping for a double Game Week player, you may be shopping for a single Game Week 18 player, or you may be looking for some potential replacements for your sit there players, especially if the next sit there game gets called off again. This damn spicy cold COVID better bog off. But we have it all year, so let's jump straight into it just after we talk about our very kind sponsors for today, OneFootball. So OneFootball is the all-in-one football app, bringing to you everything you need as a football fan, where it keeps you up to date with all of the latest football news from around the world, including the best ever league, the Premier League, which you can actually also use to help you in FPL, to scout some players, have a browse how the teams and how the players have been doing, and make sure you make the best possible decisions in FPL to become the best FPL manager you possibly can. So if you like what you see, you can click on the link at the top of the video description to download for free today. That is OneFootball, free to get right now. With the first player today being the El Magic Man. It's GHAZI. Or as I like to call him, El Geezer, as he's just getting all of the FPL points right now. What? After he's only gone and scored 5 goals in the last 5 games. Just the most goals out of any player in, just that time. No biggie, really. Wait, hang on. How's that happen then? And now he is only 5.8 million. And he's on penalties for Villa. And he's on some set pieces too. And has amazing players around him like Grealish to assist him. Wait, hang on. Has he just become the best FPL option in the entire league? What? What's happening? And we all did the ha-ha and laughed at the FPL scout after they suggested him. Yeah, who's laughing now? But his role in the Aston Villains team is actually more important than you think if you don't have him. Where since he's come in, he's been playing on the left wing, which was Jack Grealish's spot, but he's stolen it. Oh, what a naughty boy. Where now, Grealish has become more of the central playmaking player in their team, being the gel between the midfield and the attack. But this kind of means that even though Grealish looks like he's more involved in the game, he's not actually up the pitch as much, and he's just more of the creator and creating all the chances rather than having his shooting boots on. Where since GHAZI has come in and started, Grealish has actually had a whopping 0 goals in that time, and also only has got 2 assists, and one of them was from winning a penalty, so actually only 1 actual assist since then. Now this is not to say GHAZI has just spun Grealish's jaw and turned him into a very bad footballer. Now why didn't Grealish go to the Olympics for diving as well? He's pretty good at that. But this may mean that it's forced Grealish to be the more creator of the team, and actually might not be as good as an FPL option. I mean, for his price, still a pretty damn good option, right? But maybe not as amazing as he once was. Don't worry, Jack. We will never forget those 24 points against Liverpool. Never again. But then again, with this situation, and Ross Barkley coming back soon, will that shake things up? And maybe Grealish is actually a better option with more attackers on the pitch, and he's just been unlucky just recently. But right now, all you can say is that GHAZI, El Geezer, is actually the main man right now, doing all of the sexual stuff, getting all the goals, and getting all of the points. Who could actually be a pretty damn good option for Game Week 18, but then he doesn't have a double game week, but then he also has amazing fixtures afterwards. So one, you might want to keep an eye on, lads. And he's doing so well, he even deserves a place in a Nathan Big in FC video. Oh, what a special lad. Making him the first player to watch on the Game Week 17 watch list. Hang on, lads, let me stay hydrated, and then I'll get to the next one, alright? With the next player, the next gentleman to join us, it's Harvey Barnes, ooh, and it's an equaliser, Harvey Barnes. Well, good old Barnesy boy has scored 5 goals this season, a respectable amount, but also has just got 2 goals in his last 2 games. So he's basically in the form of his life right now. But the good thing about Barnes is, he's just really trigger happy. Where he takes more shots than an alcoholic, genuinely, he just shoots so much. I mean, sometimes he is 30 yards out and ends up hitting Rose Ed at the top of the stadium. But, sometimes, maybe one day, one of those shots will go towards the goal, But he also does play Newcastle in Game Week 17, so, perfect for right now for all the points. But then also also has a double game week. Hey! Now, the double for him isn't easy as playing Southampton and Chelsea, but then he does also play Leeds and Fulham shortly after too, so a good option before, during, and after. Oh, perfect player, lad. So could in fact be a very sexy option for right now. But then again, he's still not always guaranteed to play in that Leicester team. But when he's playing well, which right now he is, then he might as well be the best player in the game. That's right, Rogers. For the sake of all of our FPL teams, you've got to put him in and just got to let him score all the goals for now, alright? Yeah, sounds good. So could Harvey Barnesy boy be your next player, your next transfer, your next FPL point magnate? Or will he probably be the next Geese to disappoint and go on his usual 10 games without doing anything? Probably, but you never know. And he is a player to watch for now. With the next interesting player / choice here to join us, it's Tammy Abraham. Now with Frank Lampard getting angry just saying his name, he has lost all of our FPL trust after he confirmed that Reece James and Chilwell will in fact be out for a good couple of weeks. And then they played one day later. What is that about then? Come on. And to be frank with you, that's not very epic, huh? But Tammy here has actually got 3 goals in his last 2 starts. And when he plays, he is the main striker in a very attacking Chelsea's team that just score all of the goals. And he also has a double game week as well. So that sounds absolutely splendid, if you ask me. Well, maybe not really. As they do also have the sexy Frenchman Olivier Giroud just chilling there as well, who also can't stop scoring as of late. But also, what if Giroud leaves at the start of the January transfer window? Abraham best option in the game? No. But you know. But the main question lies is who will be playing up front for Chelsea in the double? Who will Frank the Fraud start? And is it even worth wasting the energy to try and work out who? Probably not, as my bet is probably one striker starts one game and one starts the other game. But these are all things we don't know, and some things that might completely change in a week or so. And something we can only find out by watching. Making Abraham, making Giroud, making Frank Lampard's lies all things to watch for Game Week 17. Sorry, I didn't just die then, I burped. I apologise. Bless me, thank you. With now some very potential, very cheap playing players that also have a double game week coming up for you to potentially steal the cheap boy, the big boy points for the double game week. With the first player being Pascal STRUIJK. Pascal have a strike, if you ask me, as he managed to play his first 90 minutes of the season in his last game week for the best ever defence in the league, Leeds United. For actually, he also did keep a clean sheet in that game, so maybe he is also the best defender in the league too. But nah, he is a backup, and he's only being relied on and only playing because of all the injuries they have at the back sprinkled around right now. But not only is he a defender at 3.9 million, absolute bargain, but he also has one of the best double game weeks out of any other team, hey! Where he plays Brighton and Southampton both at home. Now, I'm not too sure on the injury status of the other fellas in their squad, so I don't even know myself, if he's even going to play any other games this season. Or if he ends up being a regular starter until, March or something, But maybe he will, maybe he won't, maybe it's something we just need to watch and see. And if he does keep starting, then definitely watch and get him in, making him a player to watch right now. With the next geezer, the next fella being Daniel Amartey. I thought I used to be good at pronouncing names. What's happened here? Where maybe we could have a Daniel Amartey, as he is also a 3.9 million defender who also has a double game week. And you know what? He also just played 90 minutes in the last game week as well. Damn, how many of them are there? But he is also filling in only because of injuries. But I think his place is definitely the one that's not safe. But I feel like a lot of the Leicester defenders are very close to coming back, But all of their injuries are yo-yoing so much right now. He's either going to be the 7th choice defender when the double game week actually comes, or he'll be the only fit defender. There's no in between there. But I myself probably don't think he's an option for the double, but maybe he could be. So someone we might want to keep an eye out for, because, a less than 4 million quid Leicester defender in a double game week. That's not bad, is it? Making him another player to watch, player to keep updated with, see what's happening. With next, it's not quite our Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, but it's Ben Johnson. Close enough. And no, you know what? He can't be anything like Boris, because last game, he was basically playing left wing. See what I did there? But Benjamin Johnson played his only 2nd game of the season in the last game week, and actually got himself a goal. What a lad, yes boy. But he is actually a right back who's playing left wing back, who also may never play again this season. Okay, maybe not quite that extreme, but it's really hard to predict what Moisey's going to do lately. As you know, they kind of needed a goal last week, and they decided to sub off their best goal scorer, Jared Bowen, off at half-time. And also pay Mark Noble as a number 10 in 2020. Moisey, you confuse us, alright? So you never know what he's going to do next. But if Johnson manages to keep his place, or at least be within the mixer towards the double, that would actually be lovely stuff. As not only is he also 3.9 million, hang on, where did all these 3.9 million defenders come from? Like, what's happening there? But he also has the best fixtures, especially for defenders, and actually he's one of the most attacking defenders on this list too. Where West Ham play Burnley and West Brom, both at home. Ooh. So that would be very much of a home feeling there. As if Johnson did play both, that would be a lot of points. Moisey, please and thank you, please do that, okay? With the final player on the watch list being Reece Williams of Liverpool. Now this youngster only went and made his debut against Spurs and made Harry Kane look like prime Morata. But he actually hasn't started since and didn't start before that. And he only just made a sub-appearance last game week when Matip went off injured. Now I'm actually going to use him more of a talking point with this one rather than suggesting him right here. And bring up something you might not quite have thought of when we are approaching this double game week. And that is the January transfer market and the January transfer window, where a lot of players could be coming in, and you never know, players could be going out. We're also right here, Liverpool have quite a little bit of an injury crisis at the back, don't they? With Van Dijk, Gomez and Matip all now out long term, and no actual senior centre-back left in the squad. And yeah, Fabinho's been filling in, and Henderson and probably Milner can also fill in. But Reece Williams here is actually now their second best option. So if you were to look at their squad right now, you would say, yeah, he's going to start the double. He's one of the cheapest starting Liverpool defenders we've ever seen, and he can get a lot of points here. Well, unfortunately, that dream is probably going to end very soon. As I'm probably not too crazy to assume that Liverpool will be having a browse on eBay very soon and shopping for another defender in January. Where you never know how much things could shake up, and you know the fringe players, the backup, the youngsters and just rotation risky players could actually look like a good option right now for the double, and then you realise, no, they're never going to play. So it's just another thing you need to think of, as you don't want to be risking too many of these kind of players towards this time. As like, imagine a team signs a player halfway through the doubles, you can't even change your squad, and then your players don't end up playing. That would be the big, I like it. But Reece Williams here could maybe become an option, probably not, but it's just another reason we need to watch him and watch Liverpool to see what they do, making him a player to watch. Which also concludes the Gameweek 17 Players to Watch watch list. Wow, what a beautiful, wow, what a beautiful scouting session this was, lads. Wait, hang on. I just realised they didn't get the magnifying glass out in the intro. Do it again. But we've had a chinwag with loads of potential transfers all for you, and for all different kind of reasons as well. And at the time of recording this, the Premier League just announced there's been quite a few COVID cases. They haven't announced when the Man City game's going on, so it's going to be quite unpredictable right now, and the season's just a bit of a mess, isn't it? So all I have to say to you lads is just don't stress too much. Just take it easy, take it week by week, and just enjoy it, lads, whilst we can. But thanks for watching, and remember...
Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now. Don't let your memes be dreams.